My child, listen closely. You not scroll past this moment, because what I am about to tell you is not ordinary. You felt it, didn't you? Something shifted deep within you, something you cannot fully explain. That quiet change in your spirit, that sense of distance from who you used to be, it was not your imagination. It was me. And I need you to hear this clearly. You crossed it. You crossed a line that many approach, but very few ever reach. I have been watching you. I have seen every silent decision, every time you chose patience when frustration tried to take over, every moment you held on when it would have been easier to let go. You thought those small choices didn't matter, but they did. They built something within you. They brought you here. And now, you are standing on ground that your past self could not stand on. This is not luck. This is not coincidence. This is transformation. Pause with me for a moment and receive this. If this message is speaking to your spirit right now, I want you to act in agreement with what I am doing in your life. Like this message, comment "I receive it." Share this with 3 people who need to hear my voice today, and subscribe so you do not miss what I am about to continue revealing to you. Do this not for a platform, but because your obedience in small acts opens doors for others to hear me too. My child, what you have crossed is not something visible to the world. There are no announcements, no applause, no immediate signs to validate it. That is why many turn back before they ever arrive. But you kept going even when it was quiet, even when you felt alone, even when you questioned if anything was changing at all. And now you stand in a place that only rare souls reach, a place of inner shift, where your spirit has aligned more deeply with me than ever before. You may not fully understand it yet, and that's okay. You don't need to see the whole path to know that you have moved forward. What matters is that you did not quit. What matters is that you trusted me just enough to take the next step, and then the next, and then another. That is how this crossing happened. So do not dismiss this moment. Do not minimize what I have done in you. This is the beginning of something greater than you expected, and I am calling your attention now because I do not want you to walk past this without recognizing it. Stay with me. Listen closely. What I am about to reveal next will help you understand why this crossing matters more than you think. My child, I know the road that brought you here. I have not missed a single moment of your journey. I saw you in the quiet nights when your heart felt heavy and your thoughts would not rest. I heard the prayers you whispered when no one else was around, the ones you thought were too small or too broken to matter. I was there in the moments you almost gave up, when you questioned if anything you were doing was making a difference. And still, you kept going. You did not arrive here because everything was easy. You arrived here because you chose to endure when it was difficult. There were times when you felt unseen, when it seemed like others were moving ahead while you were standing still. But I tell you now, you were never standing still. I was working in places you could not see, shaping your heart, strengthening your spirit, and preparing you for this very crossing. I saw the discipline you built when no one was watching. I saw the restraint you showed when you could have reacted in anger. I saw the faith you held on to when doubt tried to speak louder than my promises. You may have felt weak in those moments, but to me, that was strength. You may have felt overlooked, but I was drawing closer to you in ways you did not yet understand. My child, you are not like everyone else, and that is not something to fear. It is something to recognize. Many turn away when the path becomes uncertain, but you stayed. Many choose comfort over growth, but you allowed me to stretch you. That is why you crossed this place. That is why your spirit feels different now. You have been refined through experiences that were never meant to break you, but to reveal who you truly are in me. I know there were days you felt tired of trying, tired of believing, tired of hoping for something you could not yet see. But even in your weariness, you did not fully let go. You held on to me, even if it was just by a thread. And the thread was enough for me to keep pulling you forward. Do you understand now, my child? This was never accidental. This was intentional. Every tear, every delay, every moment of silence had purpose. I was building something rare within you, something steady, something grounded, something that cannot be easily shaken. So when you feel the weight of what you have been through, do not see it as loss. See it as evidence. Evidence that you were chosen to walk a path that produces depth, not just appearance. Evidence that I trusted you with a process that only a few are willing to endure. You are seen. You are known. And you are exactly where you need to be right now. My child, now I will reveal to you what this truly means. You keep trying to understand this crossing as something outward, something visible, something that can be measured by results or recognized by others. But I tell you the truth. What you crossed was not a place in the world. It was a place within your spirit. It was a threshold of trust, a deeper surrender, a quiet obedience that does not need to be seen to be real. You thought growth would feel loud, that change would come with clear signs and instant confirmation. But the greatest transformations I do in you happen in silence. They happen when you choose peace instead of anxiety, when you respond with patience instead of reacting in frustration, when you keep walking with me even when you do not feel anything at all. That is where the crossing takes place. You have stepped into a new level of understanding, even if you cannot fully explain it yet. You are no longer who you used to be, but you are still becoming who I am calling you to be. This in-between space is sacred. Do not rush through it. Do not doubt it just because it feels unfamiliar. This is where your roots grow deeper, where your faith becomes steady, where your identity begins to align with my truth instead of your past. Many believe that being close to me means always feeling strong, always being certain, always seeing the outcome ahead. But I tell you, true closeness is when you trust me without needing constant reassurance. It is when you keep moving forward even when the path is not fully clear. That is what you have entered into. That is why this crossing is rare. You have crossed from needing to see into learning to trust. You have crossed from reacting into becoming still. You have crossed from depending on what is around you into depending on me within you. This is not small, my child. This is the foundation of everything I will build through you next. And now, as you stand in this truth, I am calling you into something deeper. What you are receiving right now is not just for you. It is meant to flow through you like a river that brings life to others. When you help carry my word, you are sowing seeds into hearts you may never see, but I see every one of them. Listen closely. Give, and it will be given to you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. This is not distant scripture. This is me speaking directly to you. When you release what I place in your hands, I multiply it beyond what you can imagine. And I say to you now, my child, Lord, I choose to be a vessel for your voice. Let that rise from your heart as you act. This moment is not ordinary. It is an invitation. Do not delay what I am prompting you to do. Here is a link placed before you, and even a simple offering becomes a seed in my kingdom. As you give through the PayPal link in the description, or through the QR code placed in this video, you are not just supporting. You are partnering with me to reach souls who are still searching, still waiting, still lost in silence. Move now, my child. Sow into this ground. And as you do, I will open doors, pour out provision, and return to you in ways you did not expect. Step into this obedience and watch what I will do. My child, now that you have crossed this place, I need to correct something gently but firmly within you. Do not go back to the patterns I have already brought you out of. Do not return to the mindset that kept you bound, the thinking that made you question your worth, or the habits that pulled you away from my peace. You have come too far to step backward now. I see the subtle thoughts that still try to rise within you. The doubt that whispers, "What if nothing has really changed?" The fear that asks, "What if I fall back again?" And the need for constant confirmation that tries to pull your focus away from me. My child, those thoughts do not come from where I have brought you. They belong to the place you have already crossed. You must understand this. Growth requires you to leave something behind. You cannot carry your old way of thinking into the new place I am leading you. If you continue to look back, you will confuse your spirit. If you keep measuring your progress by old standards, you will miss what I am doing now. I am not asking you to be perfect, but I am calling you to be aware. There is a difference between remembering and returning. You may remember where you came from, but you are not meant to live there anymore. Do not rebuild what I have already helped you tear down. Do not entertain what I have already freed you from. When those familiar feelings try to pull you back, recognize them for what they are, echoes, not truth. I am teaching you to walk in quiet confidence, not loud declarations to prove something, not constant seeking for signs, but a steady trust that I am with you even when everything feels still. You do not need to chase reassurance when my presence is already within you. You do not need to prove your growth when I am the one who formed it. My child, be careful not to sabotage what you prayed for. There were days you asked me for change, for clarity, for strength. And now that I have begun that work in you, do not resist it just because it feels unfamiliar. New ground will always feel different beneath your feet. That does not mean it is wrong. It means you are no longer where you used to be. When you feel uncertain, come back to me instead of retreating into fear. When you feel tempted to doubt, choose to trust even if your emotions are not aligned yet. This is how you protect what I have built within you. This is how you continue moving forward. I am not correcting you to limit you. I am guiding you to protect you. Everything I am asking of you is meant to keep you aligned with the path you have now stepped onto. You are not the same person anymore, so do not live like you are. Stand in what I have done. Walk in what I am doing. And trust that where I am leading you next requires you to keep moving forward, not looking back. My child, I see the weight you still carry, even after crossing this place. Growth does not mean the journey suddenly becomes easy, and I know there are moments when you feel tired again. Moments when your strength feels low and your heart feels stretched. But hear me clearly. You did not come this far to collapse now. You came this far to rise stronger than before. Do not mistake your weariness for weakness. You are not weak because you feel tired. You are human, and yet within you, I have placed something far greater than your feelings. There is a strength in you that you have not fully recognized yet, a quiet endurance that has already carried you through more than you thought possible. And it is still there, ready to carry you forward. When your mind tries to tell you that you cannot keep going, I want you to remember where you once stood. Remember the version of you that felt lost, uncertain, and overwhelmed. You are no longer standing there. You are here now, and that alone is proof that you are capable of continuing. You did not arrive at this place by accident. You arrived because something within you refused to give up. I am that strength within you, my child. I have been the steady voice guiding you, the unseen hand lifting you, the quiet peace that held you together when everything around you felt unstable. You may not have always noticed me, but I have been with you in every step, and I am not leaving you now. So when the road ahead feels unclear, do not let that discourage you. You are not meant to see everything at once. You are meant to trust me one step at a time. Each step you take in faith strengthens you more than you realize. Each moment you choose to keep going builds something unshakable inside you. I know there are days when you wonder if it will all be worth it. Days when you question if the effort, the patience, and the waiting will lead to something meaningful. Let me answer that for you. It will. Nothing you have endured with me is wasted. Every step forward, no matter how small it felt, has been building towards something greater than you can currently see. You are not alone in this journey. Even in the silence, I am with you. Even when you feel misunderstood by others, I understand you fully. Even when your strength feels limited, mine is not. Lean into me, not just in your moments of clarity, but especially in your moments of uncertainty. My child, lift your head. You are still moving forward. You are still growing. And what is ahead of you carries more purpose, more peace, and more fulfillment than what you have left behind. Stay with me. Keep going. I will be your strength every step of the way. My child, I do not bring you this far just to leave you uncertain about what comes next. I am a God of completion, not confusion. What I have started in you, I will carry forward with care, with purpose, and with perfect timing. You may not see the full picture yet, but I see it clearly, and I am already aligning what is ahead of you. This crossing was not the end. It was the beginning of a new season. A season where things will begin to settle within you, where clarity will rise gently instead of forcing its way in. You will notice a difference, not always in loud, dramatic ways, but in quiet confidence, in steady peace, in a deeper sense of knowing that I am guiding you. I promise you this: doors that once felt closed will not remain that way forever, but I will not open them until you are ready to walk through them without fear, without doubt, and without returning to what you left behind. Timing matters, my child, and my timing is never rushed, never delayed. It is precise. There will be moments when you feel like nothing is happening, when the stillness around you makes you question if progress is being made. But understand this: just because something is not visible does not mean it is not moving. I am working in ways you cannot measure, preparing circumstances, aligning paths, and placing things in order so that when the time comes, you will step into what is meant for you with confidence. Peace will become more familiar to you, not because everything around you will always be perfect, but because you will begin to trust me more deeply. That trust will quiet the noise that once distracted you. It will ground you when uncertainty tries to rise. It will remind you that you are not navigating this life alone. I also promise you growth, not just in what you achieve, but in who you are becoming. You will notice a strength in you that does not depend on outcomes. You will carry a calmness that others may not understand. And you will begin to see that the changes within you are far more valuable than anything external. Do not rush ahead of me, and do not fall behind in fear. Walk with me, step by step. There is no need to force what I have already planned. There is no need to chase what I have already prepared. Stay aligned with me, and everything that belongs in your life will come at the right moment. My child, trust the process you are in. Trust the growth you cannot fully see yet. Trust the peace that is beginning to settle within you. These are all signs that you are exactly where you need to be. I am not uncertain about your future, so you do not need to be either. What I have promised, I will fulfill. What I have begun, I will complete. and what lies ahead for you will reflect the journey you have walked with me. Rest in that assurance. I am leading you forward, and I will not fail you. My child, now is the moment where you must respond. You have heard my voice. You have felt the shift, and you have begun to understand what I have done within you. But this is not where you remain still. This is where you step forward with intention. What I have placed inside you is not meant to stay dormant. It is meant to be lived, expressed, and trusted in action. I am calling you into a deeper level of faith, not the kind that waits for perfect conditions, but the kind that moves even when the path is still forming beneath your feet. Faith is not proven in comfort. It is revealed in motion. And I am asking you now to move with me, not ahead of me, not behind me, but with me. Here is something I have been placing on your heart, something you have felt quietly but consistently. Perhaps you have questioned it, delayed it, or tried to reason your way out of it. But you know it is there. That nudge, that direction, that small but persistent calling, it is from me. And I am asking you to stop ignoring it. Do not wait for a louder sign. Do not ask for another confirmation. You have already crossed into a place where trust must lead you. The next step may seem small, but it carries weight. When you act in alignment with me, even in the smallest way, you open the door for greater clarity and greater direction. Release the need to control every outcome. You do not need to see the entire journey to take the next step. All I require from you is willingness. Willingness to trust me when it feels uncertain. Willingness to obey even when it feels uncomfortable. Willingness to step out of what is familiar and into what I am preparing. My child, I am not asking you to be fearless. I am asking you to be faithful. There is a difference. Fear may still try to speak, but it does not have to lead you. Let your trust in me be stronger than your fear of the unknown. Let your desire to grow be greater than your desire to stay comfortable. This is your moment of activation. Not tomorrow, not later. Now. Choose to align your actions with what I have been speaking to your heart. Whether it is letting go of something that no longer serves you, stepping into something new, or simply committing to walk more closely with me, do it now. As you move, I will meet you there. I will guide you, strengthen you, and confirm your steps in ways you will begin to recognize more clearly. That movement must come first. Trust must be lived, not just felt. You have crossed the threshold. Now walk in it. Step forward with me, my child, and watch how I begin to unfold what is next in your life. My child, come closer and rest in this moment with me. You have heard my voice. You have felt my presence, and now I want you to leave this place with peace, not pressure. What I have spoken to you is not meant to overwhelm you. It is meant to steady you. You cross something significant, something real, something eternal in your spirit. And now, you do not need to strive to prove it. You only need to walk in it. Let my word settle gently within you. You are not who you used to be. You are not standing where you once stood. You have moved forward, even if the movement felt slow, even if it felt invisible. I have brought you into a deeper place of trust, a quieter place of strength, and a more grounded place of identity. This is what makes your journey rare. This is what makes your spirit different now. Do not leave this message and return to confusion. Do not let the noise of the world steal what I have just planted in your heart. Carry this peace with you. When doubt tries to rise again, remember what I have told you. When uncertainty tries to pull you back, remember where you now stand. You are not lost. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. With me. I will continue to guide you. I will continue to speak to you, not always in loud ways, but in ways your spirit will recognize. Stay close to me, and you will not miss what is meant for you. Trust don't need to write. Growth does not need to prove itself. Everything I am doing in your life is unfolding with intention. And now, my child, as this message settles within you, understand this. What you have received here is not meant to stop with you. Just as I have poured into your spirit, I am calling you to help extend this light to others. Your heart's still searching, still waiting, still longing for a word like this to reach them. Listen closely. Whoever sows generously will also reap generously. This is not just a verse. It is my living promise to you. When you release what I have given into my work, you become part of something greater than yourself. And I say to you now, my child, Lord, I will be a vessel to carry your word. Let this be your response as you act in this moment. Do not hesitate. Do not delay what I am placing on your heart right now. There is a way for you to sow into this mission, through the PayPal link in the description, and through the QR code placed within this video. This is not just support. This is a seed that helps my word reach more souls, more hearts, more lives that are waiting in silence. Move now, my child. Sow with faith. And as you do, I will bless your giving, multiply it, and return to you in ways that overflow beyond your expectations. Go forward in peace. I am with you. I am guiding you. And what lies ahead is already in my hands.